Good morning, Bill Tainter. I am checking out, it's December 14th, it's about 7:48 a.m. Here's my little clock for you, and Central Time. And I'm watching a break and a retest of the Euro, and here's what it looks like. Okay, see how it's chopped, 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 and then it pounded down. It opened in New York. There's some news, so the trend is down, and it's a beautiful retest opportunity. That's what I'm seeing. And let me open up a 1 hour chart and just show you what that looks like. Hold on. Okay, so here's an hour. So look at how it touched here, then it broke, did a doji, touched. It just makes sense. And if it doesn't stop there, there's a very high probability that it would come back to there. But I'm going to respect the red cluster, and the difference is a few pips. I'm not sure, 10 maybe. So I'm here waiting on this, and we'll see which one holds up, the black or the red, or the gray or the red. So we'll see if we can get back to my line. Okay, so my line's at 30.18, and see, it's only 11 pips difference. So I'm not too worried about it, and then I'll just have my stop up out of the way and watch for this. There's no more news. 7:30 was you at 9:30 is crude oil, which I don't expect that to go to the moon on a crude oil. But the overall trend again is down. It may not get there, but I'm parked, so we'll watch it. Thanks. Alright, so the Euro's gone. It dropped, and it doesn't look like it's coming back. And so the hour setup is good. It just means it's powering down. So here's what I'm going to do. That trade is gone. So I'm going to shut down. I have a Euro red bounce closing that. And then I have this Euro USD that we're on right here. I'm going to close that and see where this was. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to just change the time frame, change it back quick, and that cleans it up. And now I'm watching the pound, because the pound is a beautiful break, and it's pretty much the exact same thing we dealt with yesterday. We're down to 37 seconds, and we're looking for breaks and retest. Okay, so here, let me back out just a hair. So see what happened is it's going along, it rises, does a bounce, fails. Now it broke down. I'm looking for a retest of this 54.67. I got 12 seconds. And the approach I did yesterday is I parked a sell below in case it free falls, but I have a sell above for a retest. So when this closes, I'm looking for a retest. Okay, so I'm going to click this, move to sell, park the sell up here. Oh no, I grabbed the wrong one. My fault. Shoot, I wanted to do chart trader. My fault. So I'm in a sell right now. Not ideal, so I made a little mistake here. You saw it live. So I'm going to try to take these off here, take these off here. I just fully expected to retest. Darn it, I set up my line on Sniper instead of chart trader. My fault. Well, I could see this pull back into this area. I'm going to keep this stop up out of the way, and you're going to see it unfold here. Okay, let's cycle through a couple here. Now this is what happened yesterday. on the pound, I mean, it just moved through, broke lows, and burped just a little and then took off. So it could stop here, it could stop at my black line. Let's see. So again, this is just a gray cluster, but I'll just put a line there so we can see it. The news is pretty much done for the day except crude oil, and I don't expect it. But to me it looks like a pretty solid trade, right? I mean, it's going along, and it tries to go up, and it came here, it didn't bounce, it broke through, and it failed, and then now it broke new lows. So I'm looking for a retest and a continuation of the trend. That's it. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, I wanted to get in, at this level or higher, but I think there's again a small channel. Let's check our pips here. So this is 55.30, and now it's 54. Let's just round it to 60. So there's 40 pips. Oh my gosh, that's only a 70 pip channel, roughly 70. Yeah, we should get some good movement here. So I would not be surprised, we get this to power down. So let's keep looking at, yeah, we should be able to get it to go down. On a weekly chart, it's a downtrend, making new lows for the week, so I would not be shocked. Let me go. And it's right at previous day lows. Everything is screaming down though. Darn it, I wanted to get ideally on a retest up into this area. Alright, well, I'll come back and see what happens. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. It did a beautiful retest of the gray, just perfect. And now it's pressing new lows. Let's see what a 5-minute looks like. It's looking for new lows. Can it do it? 57 seconds here. We need a hard push. Let's take a look at the euro. Yep, that's good. The euro is breaking out of that doji. So do you see the power of this? When it breaks, sets up a low, comes back for a retest. Do you see how it struggles consistently? That's where you take your profits. It's really that simple. It's just price. It just means the buyers are here. So it comes down, people are taking profit, people are buying it. When it comes down, it's going to struggle here until the sellers outweigh the buyers, and then it breaks or it bounces. So that's what an hour looks like. I don't expect this to go a mile. I'm just trying to get to this next grid, and it's broken, retested this grid, so I wanted just a free fall because I had a horrible fill. I mean, I wanted to be way up here. Now I'm going to be lucky if I get 10 pips out of this thing instead of 15 to 20. Okay, look at that, it gapped down. You see that? So it made new lows, matched the lows, gapped down. And so we're in the last 5 minutes of the 15-minute candle. Traditionally, that's when it really moves. So let's watch this 5-minute chart, see if this really gives us the power we're looking for. We need this to break. So it's broke, it retested, and now it's at these lows and it's battling here. The Swissy is pounded up. It broke above and retested a black and a red. So So the euro is struggling. They're all kind of at key points to break here. Just looking for the next grid. Out of the 6 currency pairs with a pound, 4 of the 6 are strong. So this is kind of going against the overall pound trend. But the U.S. is 6 out of 7 are strong, which means the U.S. is really pushing this now more than the pound is. Boy, is it struggling. Look at that. Couple 3 minutes in a small doji, boy, that is a lot going on right there. This is the pivotal point. It either is going to hold or fail. Traditionally, if you see a break in a doji and it gets below the doji, usually that's a good sign it's going to keep moving. So we'll see what happens here. We got 1 minute and 45. Look at that battlefield going on. It's just sucking it down to the next level here. Let's see if we can get it to move. It's kind of entertaining if you draw fibs from here to here. Watch. From this level to this level. Look at that. It just touched 50%. It's exactly where it's doing battle. Right at 54.55. Wow. You see it all the time. Yep, look at that. Gapped right down and stopped dead at 50%. So we really have to break this level, or we could be in trouble. See what the euro is struggling. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, new candle. So we got a little break doji hammer confusion here. Let's see what small scale looks like. So it's continually heavier and heavier so far. So let's see if we can get this to push. If you find these videos help you live trade videos, please send an email to support and just give them feedback and say, you know, here's some feedback. I learn from watching the live trade analysis, and if we get a lot of feedback, then we'll continue to do these. I'm optimistic it helps you. You know, the best way to learn is by watching somebody, but that's just me. Come on, baby. Okay, the Swissy is looking to punch up right now. Swissy is trying. There, we got it. Just like that. Did you see that? Now we're not going to get crazy. We're just going to take our pips. Because I had such a horrible fill. You gotta love that sound, don't you? I never get sick of that sound. Let's look at a 5. Come on now. So I'm at break even, and it's got to push deeper here. If I can get out of here without a loss on a horrible entry, oh, you know what I mean? It's like I need to take it. I can't get too picky here. I'm going to get tapped out here if it doesn't hurry up. Come on, come on, come on. 2.5 minutes, halfway through. Come on, buddy. Push it hard. Come on, come on, come on. No, no. Oh my gosh. I'm just on a hair. I'm on a thread right now. No. A thread. Come on. You can do it. Ugh. Crap. Oh, crap. So basically I got an 8 and 0, 0. Oh, well, I got something back. So my analysis was dead on. My execution failed me. My fault. I'll take some pips. So I got 8 more. That's fine. So I'm up 161 for the month, and I'm 50% winners losers here. I had a couple mistakes, so alright, we'll come back and let's see what the euro's doing. So did the euro break down? Nope. Look at that. The euro held. The pound broke to that level and it's bounced. God darn it. I really needed to get that second one off. Oh, just a pip. Look at this Swissy, just broke up. It's coming back. And look at that. It broke through a 9 level cluster, slammed into a 5, and now that's pushing down and these guys are moving up. A little confusing chop here. Okay, I'll come back. Okay, so I'm looking at the euro right now, and what I see is a pattern that sets up. It's a little bit complicated, but what I'm forecasting based on this chart right now is it's going to make new lows, and it's going to disrespect this black line. It's going to swing above this black line, and it's going to swing below this low. And if it comes down here, I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to take profits here. And then when it goes up here, I'll shut it down and flip it to a sell and then write it back down into here. It just depends on which one it hits first. But pretty confident. I know how to do this. I do this all the time. And I'll video this and we'll watch how this price swings back and forth. Okay, so I'll come back when it starts breaking these levels. Again, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care which one it does first, but if it punches lower, I'm going to buy it and write it back up into here. And if it punches up here, I'm going to sell it and write it back down to here. Okay. Now the only thing I'm analyzing now is these wicks. I'm seeing these wicks, and I'm wondering if my line needs to be down here, which means that this was fully engulfed. It pulled back halfway, and I think it's going to go up. This is a little tricky because of these wicks. And shoot, I think we missed because this Swissy, see, this is a break, a doji, and it's going to come back down. See how that's lining up to come down right now? Oh shoot, I'm a little, just depends on where you draw your line here. Oh, shoot, be a little cautious here. I keep thinking, hold on. I think based on the close and this move where it broke, I'm gonna go with a sell here. Now what happened? It said attempt to modify a stop loss, failed error. Let me flip this template and try over. So there. Let's say here, let's put this here. Try it again. There. Take profit here. Take profit here. I'm going to go with that because of this candle and this break. I'm going to say that this is really my line of opens and closes. It's really right there, and that break, let's see what that is. 29.77 down to 29.50. Okay, so that's great. So that's like 27 pips. That's a nice break. It didn't go off to past half. So I'm going to say that that's going to do that's going to swing past here, and it's going to make new lows. And when it makes new lows, we'll buy it here, and we'll go to take profits here. So I'm going to stick with my initial analysis here and put my stops just out of the way, and we'll read it. So this is what I am anticipating based on support, 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 break, a partial engulf. This is just going to chop. So we'll come back, watch it. Okay, so it's trying. I've got to get jumped into class here in a little bit. We're going to do a class. So I'm going to watch this for a little bit. Let me shut down all my other MetaTraders while this is going on. See if we can get this guy to fill. That would be a really good thing. But this pattern, I've seen this pattern. I know this pattern. I trade this pattern. It's a pretty common behavior. I'm extremely confident, and let's just see how this flushes out. Sure trying. It's right there, man. Now the pound's a little messier. Okay, so we just got touched in, it looks like. Yep. There it is, gain 1 pip. So it just reached up, slopped us in, and now it's coming back. Now, where's my forecast? My forecast is it's going to make new lows. So my take profits are down here. My stop is above the red, which is a beautiful thing. If I'm 29.80, that's 20. It's about 30 pips right now out of the way. So this, this shouldn't get that high. What I can see is that this would break new lows, stop, turn, and then float up to the red kind of middle of the afternoon here. That just makes sense to me. So we'll see how we are in tune with the flow. Okay. So that is my approach. That's my game plan. I'll come back and we'll keep watching this. Okay, well, just wrapping up the day. Had crazy lessons here. If you remember a little bit ago, I was just saying, gee, do I draw my line here? Do I draw my line here? And if I base it off here, the breakout, and it did not engulf, so I sold it right at that line, thinking it was going to go to new lows, and as you can see, it did not. It powered up. So the lesson I learned is this was not the line. This truly was a line. I've never seen a situation where normally the bodies are really mixed. Here the bodies were at a level and the wicks were at a similar level. So if you really analyze the wicks and you see this channel, see low to high, low, lower highs, comes right back down, lower highs again, and then it breaks. This is a full engulf. Guess what? The entry point is right there. And if you draw fibs, it's exactly 61.8. And there was the buy and exploded right up, touched the red twice, and then came back and chopped. So anyway, so I got burned on this. It went up against me and it came back down, and I tried to close out here for like a -10 and then a -10, and then I got a -15. So, or I got a -10, a -15, a -16 in here. So, you know, lesson learned. But, you know, I just got tripped up on my analysis here. But let's start out just real quick recap for the day. The yen, we were in a red bounce on the yen, and the reason I sold it right here at this is because this is a 9 cluster. So anyway, this 9 cluster grid, I just thought this would just drop like a stone. So anyway, it didn't, got all the way close to New York, so I scaled out -5, -5, and a -9. That's fine. Look what it did, bounce, chop, that's fine. So that was the red bounce. The other trade I had, which was successful right here, which I'm excited, was the US Swissy. And here's the red, and price was down in this area. This is a mistake. I accidentally I've had a couple of really dumb mistakes lately. I didn't see that I was in sniper, and I set up my lines, and I moved to sell, and it got me in at the market, and I quick shut it down for a -3. So that was my fault. Okay, so I parked the red at this point, a bounce, and it dropped and it came up and it worked out beautifully. It touched and got me out at 13, 14, and came back for a 1. So that red bounce on the Swissy worked out pretty good. Okay, then we had let me look. Great Britain buy 54.89. See if I can find this. Should have been right in here, 54.89. Let me run my script and see how complex this gets here. 54.89, and let me see what I did here. 54. Yeah, at a -6, -6, and a 5 pips. What did I see on this guy? Okay, price action on the 1 hour. Okay, so there's a 1 hour. Okay, this was went up, dojied, and was coming back down. Let me switch this time frame and show you the summary here. Yep, there it is. See, so what I was looking at right here is chop, chop, chop. It broke doji. When it came back here, I bought it. Well, look, it just plunged all the way back down to here and then went up. And guess what? That was the precursor screaming, you know, I'm going down. and so I tried to get out of there, and got a -5, or a -6, -6, and then I got a +5 on a bounce. I actually was able to shut it down and just get out. And then had another exciting mistake here, right here. Unbelievable. Seriously, I did it twice. I had my chart and I was like, okay, look, this is breaking. Excuse me, it's breaking down, and so right when this candle closes, I'm going to park this here. Guess what? I had sniper again, so I went move to sell. It got me in at the market right there, and then it retested, chopped, retested one more time, and then it plunged, and I was only able to get out 8 pips and closed it out at 0-0. Oh my gosh, what a tough day. Oh my gosh. And then the trade I just showed you was down here where I misread this breakout on selling it here, and it ended up going the other way against me. So what a crazy day, crazy day. But you know, I'm sitting at the month, 120 pips. I'm 47% winners. My average stop loss is at 9.5, but I'm up 120 pips, and I've made 19 trades. You know, I might just quit for the month here. I mean, December's a tough month, and if I can get out with 120, I might just close it right down there. So anyway, well, that's a quick review of some red bounce summary and some crazy activity throughout the day. Again, the day was littered with news activities also that we had to navigate around. So good experience. See you later. Thanks. See ya.